So by now, we all agree that in order to speak English, you need to actually practice speaking it. Not grammar, not vocal, but using both in action, out loud with another human being, even if this other human being is you in the mirror. Here is a great way to get you moving with your spoken English, a practice that can help you out on a daily basis. Okay, so if you want to practice English and have great results, it means that you need to focus on spoken language mainly, and that there are few things that you want to make sure that you always get right. So, first of all, choose just one structure. If you want to practice statements, then make sure that each of your sentences have the following elements. A person or a thing does what and the rest of the sentence. So for example, Fiona drinks coffee every morning. I take my dogs for a walk. He loves thrillers. These are just few examples of the structure in action to get you started. Remember that sometimes sentences have more than just one action in them. So you might say that Fiona likes to drink coffee every single morning. I have to take my dogs for a walk. And he loves to watch thrillers. All you need to remember is that two verbs need a to between them. So you would say, I decide to stay, or he wants to go, or they need to travel, or they like to talk, etc., etc. Just remember to place a to between the verbs and you're going to be just fine. Alright, so you have your one structure. Remember that you can always choose another one, like a structure of a question or a structure of a negative, but make sure to focus at just one structure at a time, never more. Okay, now then with that structure down, it would be useful to have some words to play with, right? So where do you get those words? Here are two very simple and effective ways to do so. You can either Google most common English words and work with what you find, or choose the words that you would be actually using in the future. And what words would you be using in the future, you would ask? Exactly the ones that you use on an everyday basis to communicate in your personal and business life. And why is that? It's because no matter what language you speak, you are still the same person with the same interests, the same habits, likes and dislikes, and a similar or a better job. The only thing that will change is the language that you will use to describe all of these things. So, how will you find these words? Here's a quick way to do it. Set a timer 2 to 3 times a day, just for you to pause and notice what you are doing and what you are thinking at that very moment. You literally need just a short minute to do that. As soon as your phone goes off, notice what you're doing right there and then, and what words you would use in your own language to describe your actions at the time. Write these words down and simply Google them, or check them in any online dictionary. Collect only the ones that you would really use. You need literally just a few. Do it a couple of times a day, every day, and soon you will notice that your vocabulary is expanding very, very quickly. Okay, so you have your structure and you know where to look for words. There's just one more thing left for you to do. Create your own flashcards of the words that you keep on gathering and keep on adding more every day or a couple of times a week. It's up to you. And a word of caution here, and it's very, very important. Do not go into buying a ready-made packets of flashcards, but invest a little bit of your time to create your own, which would result in you memorizing them almost instantly. If you want to know how to make an effective flashcards, I will include a video, I think, below that will take you through the whole process. Okay, so now you're all set. You're ready to go. You have your structure and you have your personal bank of words, which you can expand on as often as you want. Now it's time for action. Have your structure in front of you and choose the words from the pile that you would like to focus on today. And begin creating multiple sentences out loud, as many as possible, using just this one structure and only just those words. Remember, the key here is not to memorize the words, but just to practice out loud what you see. So looking at them and creating sentences. Shortly, you will notice that you can remember most of the words and phrases, although you did not learn them by heart at all. Make sure to repeat the same words multiple times. To start with, choose no more than 20 words and focus on them for the most of the time. After a few days, add another 7 to 10 and then practice for a few more days again. And then add some more and practice again. The idea here is to keep on revisiting the same set of words until you know all of them effortlessly before you add more. So add always just a few. Do not overwhelm yourself. There is no need. Once you have this practice well underway, involve your family to practice with you. Use the time on the way to school or when you're at breakfast and enjoy having mini conversations every day with your family. So if you keep on adding new structures and new vocab, these conversations will last longer and longer and your learning will pick up the pace very quickly. So keep on doing it and enjoy the learning to communicate and enjoy the fact that you can speak more and more. And as always, let me know how well you're doing by leaving a comment below and pushing the like button. Enjoy the process, have loads of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at one of my webinars where I'm gonna share so much more. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Take care. Bye.